This book is called Art from Her Heart, folk artist Clementine Hunter. This book is written by Kathy Whitehead and illustrated by Shane W. Evans. Clementine waited until her work in the big house was done and the twinkle of stars filled the night sky above the Cane River. She was ready to paint, like the artist she cooked and cleaned for on Melrose Plantation. But she didn't wait for the perfect set of paints and canvas. She used the leftovers the artists gave her. Instead of canvas, she used window shades, glass bottles, black iron skillets, and old boards, whatever she could find. In the middle of her 100 years, Clementine Hunter had decided to paint. No one gave her lessons. As a girl, she had never even learned to read or write. Clementine didn't like school and soon quit. She told her mama she'd rather pick cotton. She was the oldest but the smallest of 6 brothers and sisters. Her nickname was Tibet, from the French words for little baby. She called herself Clementine when she was old enough to pick flowers and haul them home in a cart. When Clementine decided to paint pictures, she didn't wait for the perfect art studio. While everyone was sleeping, she created bright colored images in the dim kerosene light of her small cabin. She didn't wait to travel and seek inspiration in foreign lands. She drew pictures in her memory, scenes of life on Melrose Plantation. Clementine thought back to days of dragging a 100-pound sack of cotton down endless rows while her children sat under a tree in the field. Memories of picking pecans in the fall in the big pecan groves to make extra money. She remembered wash days spent over black wash pots and clothes flapping on a clothesline, long days of hard work and little pay. There were good times on the plantation, and Clementine recorded them also. Couples laughing and dancing on a Saturday night, like the dance where Clementine met her husband, Emmanuel. Simple joys like scattering feed to a flock of hungry chickens. Fishing for catfish and bream with a cane pole on the Cane River to cook at a fish fry. Clementine enjoyed fishing at the river with her grandson, but she always fished from the bank. She didn't like getting in boats. Clementine painted special times on the plantation, too. Pictures of a couple on their wedding day, graduates waiting in line for their diplomas, a paper that Clementine didn't receive until the end of her years, and children in white robes ready for their baptism in the Cane River. Her grandchildren walked into the water for their baptism. Happy days that Clementine loved to paint. Clementine didn't wait for the world to find her art. She hung a sign on her gate that read, "Art exhibit, admission, 25 cents. Thanks." People came to see her pictures pinned on a clothesline and bought them. Friends who recognized her talent gave her paints, paper, and brushes. They helped her find galleries that would display and sell her work. There's her work on the chair. Years later, people lined up to see her artwork at a big museum in New Orleans, Louisiana. Another gallery proudly displayed her work, but refused to let her in the front door. She had to wait until after hours to enjoy her own pictures on display, but the laws that kept her out would soon be gone, like feed thrown to the chickens. The art that poured from Clementine's heart and mind gives us a window to her life on the plantation, a window we would have missed if Clementine Hunter had waited for the perfect time to paint. And in the back, we have some paintings by Clementine Hunter and an author's note about her life. These are some of the paintings in this book. And then this is an author's note about her life. And this book, here's the author and the illustrator. This book is from Kent Free Library. If you're interested in checking it out, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.